So previously when we talked about process, we said that process has inputs and process has outputs. But in addition to input and output, in this particular diagram, we have added suppliers and customers at two ends of that. So suppliers provides inputs, inputs go to the process and the process does something and that leads to an output and output goes to the customer. SIPOC diagram listing down all these things, supplier, the input, the process, the output and the customer, writing that down for the process helps you in understanding the process. So for example, when you have decided that you want to improve the weld repair rate or you want to improve the delivery time of something, so that's something which you want to do. So then you need to list down that what's the process you have. So in the welding process, you will list down that what happens in that particular process, that you have a welder takes a rod, does the welding, does the testing. In delivery process, you list down that the order is taken, the material is delivered, the receipt is obtained. You just list down all the high level steps in that process. And then you list down there what are the inputs here, and before that, who is the supplier. And then on the other hand, you list down what's the output of the process and who is the customer. Listing down all these things will really help you in understanding what process you are improving, and that will give you a very high level overview of the process. So this is an important step in the define phase of the project. When you are defining your project, it's important to draw a SIPOC diagram where you make 5 columns, and in these 5 columns you put under S, you put what are the suppliers to the process. Under I, you list down all the inputs which are going to the process. In the process, you list down all the high level things which are happening in this process. Then you list down the outputs and then you list down the customers. So that's something which you need to do as a part of Six Sigma project to understand what is happening in this process. Gives you a big overall picture of the process.